Alright, we're good. We're recording. So from now on, everything that we say is on the record.
Whoa, pressure.
Whoa.
Jesus, bro.
Nice.
All right, so
All
I guess let's get this started here on the.
So this is the Oahu Hawaii PR panel for, was it January, February 2017? First one of 2017. This is DarkMusician, and I am joined by GSM Korean, HID / FEK / every crew, Renz, stepping in at the last minute. We appreciate it. As always, TP and another last minute addition, GSM Brigade. Appreciate it. All right, guys. Let's get right in there. So, number one.
Okay, so I think right now there's only two people that can contend for number one, and I think it's Korean and Darren. I think everyone else doesn't have the stats comparable to Dren and Korean.
Okay, so next, the Renz or Brigade or TP. Do you guys have any nominations? You want to second what Charles says and just say, let's look at those two?
Skip me for now. I just want to look over something really fast.
Okay.
I will agree with Charles for now. The only other person, in my opinion, that we could look at is probably Rush, but I don't think I think his losses will knock him out. So
Rush has Rush has 3 tournament entrants, 2 5th-place finishes, and then 1 first-place finish.
Yeah.
Darren has 2 tournament entrants, 1 first place, 1 second place. Korean has 4 tournament entrants, 2 first place, 2 second place.
Okay.
And that's pretty strong.
Yeah.
What about second?
No, he did not do that well. He just has a lot of wins.
He had a good run at Manoa, but he hasn't been as active overall.
That for Zekin, I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure he's not. I don't think he's a contender for first.
He's a contender for potentially top 5, but aside from that, I don't think so.
Yeah. I know.
I think personally, if Korean hadn't gone out with a very unfortunate carpal tunnel injury, I think he would be undisputed number 1 just due to how many tournaments he probably would have performed well in. But as it stands, since 2 is the minimum, I think Darren is up for consideration because a first and a second is pretty impressive. So I would nominate both of them just to make sure, and just let's look at both of them and compare them a little bit deeper.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Korean and Jen.
All right, let's get into it.
All right, so let's pull up the player. Oh, let's call them player cards. Boom, player cards.
Oh, that sounds official.
Alright.
Okay, say Dren.
Okay, so I mean, if anyone wants to take the lead, I know I kind of spoke my mind first, so if anyone else wants to
look over this
open
now.
up with it.
Right. Okay, let me check out.
2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. Okay. 2-1, 2-0, 1-0.
Yeah, apologies, viewers. We are using a slightly more last-minute setup, so it's a little bit harder to sift through the data right now.
Yeah, and what do you call that? I will have the Google Sheet with all these pictures, when we post the thing, so you guys can still look at it. It's not. It's just with Expo and all that other stuff coming up, I wasn't able to put it all nice on a sheet, but these pictures will suffice.
Charles, how many tournaments did you enter in total?
4 tournaments.
4 tournaments total.
4 tournaments, 2 first place, 2 second place.
Okay.
Okay. Looking at I want to look at the head-to-head matchup first, I guess. Charles is 2-1 over Darren, so that's.
No, other way around.
It's the other way around, isn't it?
Yeah, Darren's 2-1 over Charles.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm looking at it backwards. Yeah. Yeah, he has 2 wins. So Darren wins the head-to-head by a slight margin. Taking a look at Darren's losses, obviously he only has losses to Korean and Rush. Because again he went to less tournaments, so it looks nicer on paper. But looking at Korean's record, he has beaten a wider variety of players, and when you get to the upper echelon of players like Zekin, he's 2-0, Brigade 2-0, A&D 2-0, and even against Darren, he's taken a set. Against War, he's 2-2, which is
He's even against War.
He's even against War, which is also interesting. So Yeah, I would say overall, even though Darren wins the head-to-head, I think Korean just has better wins.
Yeah, Korean has a stronger
Yeah.
card.
Much stronger individual matchup card. So, I'm leaning more towards Korean being number one. Are there any counter arguments for Darren being above him at this point? What do you guys think?
It like for me when I'm looking at it, I feel like even their placings are identical because Korean is 50% first, 50% second. Same with Darren,
Yeah.
but Korean just has double the amount of data, and so Darren does have the head-to-head, which is really good, but it's not like a landslide. It is by 2-1, and it's still he does still win the head-to-head, which gives him the edge in that matter. But like against all the other PR candidates, Korean I would say just Korean has proven himself more so just because he's entered more tournaments than Darren.
Yeah, just to further elaborate on that, I'm definitely gonna side with Korean on this. For the two biggest reasons are one, with the tournaments, he's gone to 4 of them and has been really active, compared to someone who went to the bare minimum, which normally is not too big of a deal, but in this case, the bare minimum was 2, and so I can't. It just doesn't feel right for me to favor Darren.
Well,
for-
we all have agreed before on previous ones that attendance doesn't matter. Like
Oh.
you can't like give Korean more kudos or more points for
For just
having
going
more
up more.
attendance. But
Okay.
Bobby's point, I mean, I'm pretty sure you mean the same thing as Bobby saying like he has like Korean has challenged more of the PR candidates kind of
Yeah.
thing. Like,
Yeah, because
like
my second
Darren
point
has-
was
And
gonna
he's
be,
done very well against them. Like very
yeah, my
well.
second point was going to be that you've beaten 9 of the 14 people we are discussing. So
because like
that's-
realistically,
yeah, that's
Darren-
really
Okay, if we just look at leaderboard because the PR is like obviously not set yet.
Mhm.
Off the top 5 off the leaderboard, Darren has fought. Oh, I guess he's fought every single
7.
one of them except
Mhm.
War.
except for War. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean he hasn't fought War, which is a pretty big deal. I mean other than that, yeah. But then the thing is, Korean has no data against Rush, so I mean I guess it's kind of the same thing.
Mm.
But then the one that Darren doesn't have data against, Korean's even, but the one Darren doesn't have data against, Darren is actually negative against. So,
Oh.
I mean, essentially they both have 2 negative matchups, not by a lot, but it's essentially 2 negative matchups.
Yeah.
And-
In that case, then I'd probably better to say that I'm going to favor quantity because you have way more wins and against a larger group rather than
Mhm.
both have quality. It's just that Korean's got a much stronger quantity to go along with it.
Yeah, I just like all the 2-0s that I see on Korean side and no big upsets at all on either side, so that kind of cancels each other out. But I just like the variety of players that Korean has fought and beaten, not dropping any sets to them other than the 2 people that are in the top 5 anyway. So yeah, I would just give it to I think Korean just deserves it more, but if there are any cases for Dren, speak now.
No, I think it's been all said. All of it's been said pretty well. So.
Okay, so the next step here is, do you think anyone is a contender for second, or does Darren get locked in at second? That is the next question.
That's a good
We could
question.
look at Rush, but
That's a good question.
yeah,
There's
I
a
think-
lot of people because right when you hit like 2 to 6, in my opinion, it's like a scatter fest of like it's crazy. It's really close in my opinion. Like I feel like Darren should be second, but I mean that's what I feel because okay, let's go down the line. So War has the
Hey,
upset with
War.
versus Spirit. Now not to say that Spirit is like really bad. I actually think like Spirit is about a mid-level seed right now. So it is still an upset, but it's not like losing.
So we're not calling
like,
him a major upset anymore. Is that what you're saying?
I would still call it a major upset
Okay.
Yeah.
Just for
Yeah,
clarification.
of
yeah.
course, yes.
because like okay, so an upset like for an example, if War lost to Days, I would call that a regular upset, or Fruit Basket,
Well,
or TP.
maybe in
like
maybe in this case, those are just losses because they're in the conversation.
right.
Yeah.
So that's like, but still like I guess a major upset would be getting beaten by someone that's probably has never been in consideration for PR. If we could
Yeah.
put like a definition on it.
Yeah.
Or at least hasn't been in consideration for the PR in a long time.
Right.
Yeah, because obviously there are some people that were big once before and now they've fallen off and they don't compete anymore. So it's all context.
Mhm.
So, let's see. So besides Darren, I would say the only other potential is maybe Wayne.
I'm
Warren.
looking
Yeah,
at
War.
his stats right now, and I just don't feel he has enough to compete with Dren in terms of playing the potential top 5 of the PR. Like, he's even with Korean, even with Brigade, and that's pretty much it. Like, he lost to Rush.
Okay,
That
let's
is
see.
actually tough, yeah. And Rush. What about Rush? Is he not considered second?
We could. I would take a look at him.
Rush has 2 5th-place finishes. He's lost to Zekin. I know at Manoa he lost to Zekin and King.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
He did, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he has the upset versus the Wii Fit, and then Darren at Smashbridge he lost to Darren in the Wii Fit, and then at the very last tournament of the PR period he got first, without dropping a set.
Yep. So if
War
only,
also has a 1st place finish as well.
yeah, and he came through
Oh,
losers
wait,
to do it
wait.
too.
That's key because War has taken 2 sets off of number 1, and that's really big.
It is big.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, so he has, if you just, I feel like Darren might not have a lot of the data, but like, it's,
Darren also has 2 wins over number 1, and he has no upset.
That's true.
yeah.
he has a
like,
winning. Yeah, I think
has a
Darren has a
winning
winning
record on
record.
one.
Yeah, yeah. And then I think War should be 3 because he's got 2. He's also got a really good spread, very consistent.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa,
So
whoa,
wait,
wait,
aside from-
let's not.
Confirming Darren too.
Yeah, let's not jump the gun. Let's make
Oh,
sure
sorry.
that let's make sure that we're agreed with Darren being second.
I'll give it to Darren.
Okay, Renz is for Darren Brigade.
I think
For
Dren,
Renz.
he has a winning matchup on 1.
Yeah, that's a very big.
Yeah.
And his losses are pretty clean. Other than that,
Mhm.
Yep.
whereas Wayne's is not so much because Wayne being Wayne, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it should be Dren. I think he deserves it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Korean 1, Dren 2. Moving on. So already talking about War, he's obviously going to be a candidate for 3. Any other people who you guys think should be able to be in the conversation for 3?
Depends how much we value the 2 wins over Korean. Because not too many other people have beaten Korean in this period, other than him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
The only people that have wins on Korean are War.
Him and Dren. Yeah.
yeah, okay.
It's unfortunate because Rush doesn't have data in that matchup. So.
Well, it is what it is. I think if we want to do it that way, I think War should be 3rd. But are there any arguments
yeah.
for Rush or Brigade? Those are the only other 2 I could think of that would possibly contend.
Who did
Brigade,
Zekin
too many
lose to?
upsets.
Who did Zek? What?
Wait, who did Zekin lose to? Like how many? Okay, wait. Zekin went to 4 tournaments.
He lost to Fruit Basket. He lost to A&D, King, Brigade, War, Darren, and you twice.
Bam.
Yeah.
So Zekin kind of got beat up by the top echelon, pretty much.
Yeah, I feel at this point, I do feel like War is a lock-in for 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is where it's gonna get fucking hard. I think 4 through 6 is gonna be really tough.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we okay with War taking 3rd then?
Yes.
Hold on.
No doubt.
Whoa. Brigade might be onto something here.
Hold the phone.
Hold
I'm
the
just, I'm
damn
just looking
phone.
over the data
Holding
one more
it.
time.
Right.
Being very thorough. I like it.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, Zekin... Wait, who did Brigade in? I want to see Brigade's losses.
Oh, yeah, it's probably pull Brigade then.
Brigade has lost to Tia, Fruit Basket, Days,
Andy, King,
Andy, King, Zekin,
Second, War.
War.
And then he's winless against Dren and Korean. But that's pretty much going to be everyone at this point, so.
But to be
Right.
fair, Brigade is the most active person on this whole... Like, out of every player on here, he's the most active.
Yeah,
So
he's
he-
actually got a lot of wins.
So that's like, I mean, like, the fact that he went to that much tournaments, and the most of his upsets, he most of the time has a positive record on that person anyway, if not even. The only one is I'm looking here is Days is just up one game or one set on him.
I can't give him the nod just because he was more active though.
Oh, right. I'm not making an argument for third. I
Oh,
definitely
okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were like, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, I was just talking about him just like as a player. Yeah, I do think Wayne is.
Oh no, I think he'll be top 5. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive he'll be top 5.
Because wait, we're talking about 4 or 5 right now, right? Or as soon as we lock in Wayne.
But
Yeah, I
we're-
think Brigade wanted to double check it. Something.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I think War has it.
Okay.
I just
Sean
wanted to look
Dots
this time.
spoken form
Okay,
is
cool.
spoken.
Alright.
Okay. Wars 3.
Yep, pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward.
Alright.
Yeah.
Now, 4 and
Yeah.
5.
Now we're getting to the
Yeah,
sticky
The
bees.
two
So,
I'm
Rush is in
looking
the
at.
top, right?
Rush, Brigade, and
he?
Zekken, I feel
Is
like
he?
are going to be the 3 players we're talking about.
What about King?
I think
Ooh,
so.
Well, I think King. The thing is, he didn't have a good tournament until that Manoa monthly, and that's where he piled up the wins. So we can look at him, but I feel like prior to that, he's not going to have much.
I don't think King has many wins against the top
Fact,
potentially top people. He's 1 and 2 with Brigade, and then he's 1 and 2 with Zekken, and he did beat Rush.
To
So-
get
But
to
Rush
get
has been
there.
ranked,
Yeah.
yeah.
True,
Yeah.
true.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
King's actually going to come later then.
yeah, it's hard because the other people that are in the conversation, he's positive on one of them and then negative on 2 of them.
Yeah.
Well, King doesn't have as many upsets.
Yeah.
No,
He's
King
clean. He's
King
clean.
had well, Fruit Basket is I wouldn't say an upset, but it's definitely a loss.
It's a
on the
it's a
lower
mi-
side.
it's a minor upset.
Yeah, minor
sure.
upset.
Click is
Click. He has
Click.
a negative record on Click.
No, another minor
Okay.
upset.
then that's it. He's clean. He's clean. Other than that, he has no real upsets aside from those 2.
So the only ones with like glaring upsets are like Travis, cause Tia. Even though I kind of want to put an asterisk next to Tia, but
I think Tia is a minor upset, honest. Like just it's
Yeah.
hard because he only played
went
in
to
one
one.
tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we don't have any more other data on him. But
But
at
he-
that one tournament he got 5th, right?
Yeah.
I kind of want to give him an honorable mention just at the end of the PR, but because I feel like he's not a scrub, so
But shouldn't
I
Tia be a
definitely-
major upset because he only went to one tournament?
Yeah.
yeah.
definition-
Technically, that's why I said he's supposed to
Yeah.
be because we're not talking about him in the top 10, so technically it should be a major upset.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll stick with that because no, I mean because I don't want to put in a context where it's like, well, we think this guy's good.
Yeah, that's
Right.
why
In
I'm
the end,
saying.
Maybe it was a fluke, and we just don't know.
Well, we don't
I'm just
know.
saying.
There's
I'm just saying.
there's
I'm not
that
saying it
many.
is, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that you guys kind of pointed that out to me because I definitely want to make this as black and white as possible because
Yeah.
there are a lot of
At
things
the
going around.
at the end of the day, he pulled a one-time run and didn't come back, so it is.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be considered an outlier. So Brigade and Rush losing to him, everyone he beat in losers is gonna be big. So
Okay, so with that into consideration, with considering Tia is a major upset, that's gonna bump Rush and Brigade, kind of like a little bit more,
Hurt him a little bit, yeah.
a little more negative on that.
Right.
So
And Zekken
So
beat
are
him
we-
too. Shit.
Oh yeah.
so okay, so I want to
Oh
know.
wait, I spotted another upset on Brigade against Kishin. I didn't even see
Yeah,
that.
that's true.
Oh, that's
No,
true. That's very
another
true.
major upset.
That's another technical major upset. Yeah.
Okay, so
I don't
So
think
let's see
Brigade
right
should
now.
be in the talks for 4th, obviously. So, and then I feel like it's Rush and Zekken, I
Or
guess.
second. Yeah.
First, second. Yeah, that's really awkward because
I would put Rush
Actually-
Zekken over Rush King, honestly.
yeah. Like, let me look at second again.
Unless
Second beat.
Zekken
You know-
beat
He
beat
beat Andy, Rush, and Brigade, and Days. But I mean, Days hasn't been brought up yet, so.
I think two.
he's beaten.
Oh, not
yeah,
Rush. Sorry.
I
It's beating
think-
second beat.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Who's
I
second
feel like
beat?
Rush has the wins to be 4th. in my opinion.
No, I think Rush is fourth. I was asking for second. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah. Second's beaten Rush once. There's 1-0 Rush, 1-1 Brigade, 2-1 King, 0-1
Yeah.
Andy. Then after that, it's like days Fruit Basket. And
Okay, so
pretty good.
based on wins alone and just the strength of his wins, are we okay with just saying Rush is fourth and just
Yeah.
ironing that out?
yeah, I think that's okay.
Charles?
Yeah, because I don't think any. Well, for one, there's a major upset with Tia. Rush does
Mhm.
still have that.
What do we think about his loss against King?
Well, that's
Versus
that's not bad because King is gonna.
King is in the conversation for top 10, so
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
okay.
it's not that bad. Definitely not that bad. So so Rush at fourth, and now for fifth, we're talking about basically Brigade, Zekin, and King between the three. So let's keep going.
Okay, so Zekin and King very clean as far as upsets go. They really, they didn't really lose to anyone. Like, there's no major upsets on either of them.
Yeah, no Sam upset this time.
Yeah. Along with, as far as Zekin goes, he lacks any wins against the top 4. Oh, sorry. He has Rush. So that he has one win
Okay,
against top 4.
that's something.
So he has one at
King has
number
the same
4.
thing.
Yes, King has the same.
Okay. Oh, so they're kind of equal so far.
Mhm.
And then, so his upsets are Fruit Basket, and then he's lost to Andy. He's also lost to King, but he's positive against King.
Yeah, I think Zekin should go over King if he has that. He wins the head-to-head.
Yeah, and they're very similar in terms of their overall records and who they beat. That's it. Also, Zekin's even with Brigade. Brigade wins the matchup head-to-head against King 2-1.
Brigade has a win on War, though. Does Zekin have a win on War?
No,
No,
not
he's
this
0-1
not
against
this
War.
period. War the one time they played War beat him with
Zekin has a
with
win on
Falcon.
Rush.
Yeah, he has a... Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so,
Okay, so-
Brigade's got one
so-
on 3.
Right. So Brigade has a win on 3. Zekin has a win on 4.
King has a win on 4 as well.
King has a win on 4.
Okay.
The thing,
But,
so they kind of have similarities. Brigade kind of trumps him out because he has the win on 3, but Brigade has the Tia and the
Who upsets?
the Keishan upset.
Yes.
Zekin's upset.
He has no major ones. He just has small ones to Fruit Basket and
Fruit
Click.
Basket.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then King.
Oh, sorry. Fruit Basket Click was King. My bad. Zekin has one to Fruit Basket as well, but he also has one to
No one
I
else.
guess Andy, if you want to count that.
Minor upset.
All right. Yeah.
Minor
Yeah, that's
upset.
fine.
Very minor. Okay, so a lot of it will come down to how much we weight the upsets versus the win over 3. Usually we tend to weigh wins more heavily than upsets, though.
Yeah.
Is that how it goes? Because
Typically.
Brigade has a win on 3, and the other two have a win on 4, but Brigade has like 2 more upsets.
The thing is, the key here is that you have two major upsets. That's the big.
Yeah, that's
problem.
yeah. So
Yeah, it's not 2 minor upsets. 2 minor upsets is
I-
fine, but
This is where context comes into play. So
yeah.
Well, I don't even think we should just be talking about Brigade and Zekin because King is negative against the both of them.
it's a good
That's
point.
true. Actually, he loses both head-to-head matchups.
Okay.
But can't you bring King back into the argument because Brigade has 2 major upsets?
Yeah. That's why we're having the discussion right now
Mhm.
with King in it is because of the 2 major upsets that are on Brigade. Otherwise, Brigade would take this hands down. But
Does it matter that King has a first place?
It matters a little bit, but it's more about who you beat.
Brigade also has a first place.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
No,
that's right. Yeah, he did. No, yeah, you won that one. Smash Series or Cafe GG
Did
against
he?
Preston. Yeah.
Oh, you did. Yeah,
You beat Preston in
you
Grands,
You
yeah.
beat Preston in Grands.
Oh.
Yeah.
Long time
How,
ago.
how are you guys looking at tournament wins? Like, where's that? Like, where's that?
Well,
data?
it's not the value's not too high. I mean, I'm just going. The data's off the top of my head. We'd have to check challenge.
But yeah,
Okay, 'cause I thought there was a way you guys were looking at like.
Oh, no,
place
no.
too.
No, this
Yeah.
is just
Oh,
all
yeah.
off of
Yeah.
memory.
but yeah,
I was
like,
like, oh,
getting first or second is not as weight as heavily. It's more about who you beat and who beat you.
Right.
But
that's
it
more of,
does
like,
matter a little
that-
bit though.
yeah, it does have some kind of value. Not as the head to or these matchup spreads is mainly what we go off of. So it's hard because okay, so King loses both head to heads. Zekin is okay. Let's see. Zekin is 1-1 on the head to head, where Brigade is.
Well, he would also be 1-1, right? Well, I guess. Oh, well, Zekin's.
Zekin and
1-1
Brigade are
against
tied,
Yeah.
And they're tied.
and then they're both positive on King. So Zekin and Brigade are like the exact same. They're tied with 1 and then positive.
One thing I would be willing to kind of boldly proclaim is that I would put Brigade ahead of King regardless of where Zekin ends up, just because he wins the head-to-head and has a lot of wins. Because, again, King really got a lot of those wins in that one Manoa monthly run. So, I mean, yeah.
I think Zekin should be the next person. I don't know. I feel like Brigade that lost to Tia and Zekin beat Tia. If that's anything.
It's a good argument.
That is a good argument.
It's a very decent argument.
See, my problem is that Zekin did not.
Oh wait, this
This is one of those hard ones
Yeah.
where it's very close.
I think. It's so hard. Wait.
It might have.
From what I'm seeing, I mean, Zekin has a win on 4. Brigade has a win on 3. Of course, Brigade has the 2 major upsets, but
In my opinion, or keep going, TP. Never mind.
sorry, yeah. I do like the quantity of wins Brigade has compared to Zekin. I feel like his quantity isn't as strong because, like, if you look at his wins, he's got 1 on War, 1 on Zekin, 2 against King, 2 against A&D, 1 against Rave, who is in the conversation at the lower part, and then 3 against Fruit Basket, who's also in the conversation, and 2 against Click, who's in the conversation, and 1 against TP, who's in the conversation. That's 1, 2, 3, 4,
6.
5,
He's 6.
6.
Yeah, 6 people that are
Yeah.
in the conversation he's positive with.
That's
Yeah.
wow. I didn't even think of that aspect. I was only looking
Yeah.
at that's in major. And
Zekin is only, as far as who he's positive, 1,
Yeah, yeah.
2,
seconds.
3, 4, 5.
5 to
Because
6. That's
Snappy-
That's pretty close.
5 to 6 is
Oh,
pretty
wow.
close. It's not that
Wow.
big of a discrepancy.
Yeah.
Never mind. I thought Zekin wouldn't have that many. Never mind. I didn't
No,
actually
he's
count him up.
been
Yeah, but-
he's been fairly active. He's been fairly
And the
active.
small
Yeah.
things like he has 3 wins over days, and Brigade has only 1 loss and no wins to days. Like,
But you beat
Fuck,
A&D.
this is-
did Zekin lose? Oh, he did lose to A&D.
Zekin has, yeah, so that
Yep.
kind of almost cancels out in a sense. Fuck, that's. We might have to go to places for this.
Can they
honestly.
just share 5th?
We're doing
Yeah.
those again.
No, no.
Okay, I mean, so can we agree that it's Zekin and Brigade?
Yes.
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 Okay, so next, can we agree that their I feel like their matchups are like dead even if we go into matchups.
Uh huh.
Mhm.
Or at
Okay,
least cancel
so-
each other out, yeah.
I
Right,
think
so
Zekin
now-
makes it then.
Well, no, if we agree that the matchup list is canceled out, then we go to placings.
Yeah.
Yep. Now we
Yeah.
go deeper.
And I think Brigade's going to take it here.
Because I think it's always like push and shove by like a little bit on each
Mhm,
aspect.
mhm.
I feel
I
like
still
so.
think the major upsets hurt Brigade more
Mhm.
than. what
But you have a win
placing-
on 3.
and that's
He
big.
has a win on
His
4.
win on 4. No, but I'm saying like
Oh,
What are the
Okay.
placings then? Let's get that info out there then.
okay, so placings. Okay.
Yeah, no, I actually got to think about the upsets now. But yeah, get the placings and we'll.
Just as we get the placings.
but who are we?
Hmm?
Never
Okay,
mind.
so I'm gonna say I have Zekin's profile open here. I'm gonna say which tournaments he went to, and then you guys can open the challenge brackets for it. Smash Bridge 42 he entered. He also entered Manoa Monthly 19. He also entered Cafe GG Smash 4. Oh, I don't. Does that have a number on it? The Cafe GG one was on February 10th. That Cafe GG tourney.
Mm.
Then
He was
He
up
also
on
entered-
monthly's 20.
20. So, what placings? And then Brigade pretty much went to every single tourney. So,
Yep.
we're gonna have to look at all the.
Well, I think he went to all but one because Days, Preston, and I have 14 losses and he has 12. Oh, he won a tournament. Never mind. Yeah, never mind. That's why.
Also, I think losses, yeah.
Yep. That would explain that. So yeah, Brigade went to everything.
So Zekin has a third at
Zekin has a second and a third.
Brigade has a third, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And yeah.
First.
Brigade has
First.
a couple thirds, a first.
Zekin should. Yeah, Zekin has a third.
Zekin has 2/3.
Here's a second from Brigade.
I feel like there's one tournament where he did not get very high though.
Who did he get second to? Was it Charles?
King.
It was
Korean.
King. Oh, it was King.
King
Oh,
was the second
we talking
place. Yeah.
No, I'm
And then
talking
he got-
about
Wait, who are we
Brigade.
talking about?
Brigade.
Oh, Brigade. Oh,
He got one to
second.
Charles.
I got
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brigade has a seventh here.
Zekin wasn't at Road to Expo then. Zekin.
I think
It
Zekin
sounds
like it's seventh.
it sounds like Brigade has a lot of good wins, but so does Zekin.
Maybe not. Actually,
I'm trying to find Zekin. And,
So do
or
we-
Zekin has a 5th. Brigade has a
Zekin
4th.
went to 4 tournaments. Zekin went to 4 tournaments.
alright.
And then what did he get? He got one first. No, he didn't get first. He got a second and a third.
Yeah, he got third at Smash Bros. 42 for Zekin. He got third at Smash Bros. 42.
Manoa Monthly 19, he got third, so 2 third places.
Hmm.
Road to Gamer Expo, he didn't go to. Smash Series 25, he didn't go to.
He got a
Zekin got
second.
5th. A 5th and a second. So 1/5,
Hmm.
2 thirds,
second.
and a second.
Now Brigade. Let's see. So oh, what? That's doubles. Never mind. Explains the weird
We
ass
count
names.
doubles, right?
No. So Brigade
He got a
has a
third.
7th.
The 7th at
So
Smash Bros.
Smash Bros.
42.
42. Yeah.
2/3.
Oh, okay. I
A
guess I'm
fourth,
right.
a seventh.
5-2.
He has a 7th at Manoa's 19.
All right, someone go from the top, and then I'm gonna put all of Zekin or Brigade's placing. I'll just dock
Okay,
it.
so he has 7,
Yeah.
and then he has 7,
Okay.
and then Road to Expo he has 1.
Okay.
Smash Series 25 he was 2.
Okay.
Cafe GG Smash 4 he was. Hang on.
Or
4. He was 4 at that one.
Uh-huh.
Manoa Monthly's 20. He was 3rd. Smash Series 26. He was 3rd. And that's
That's
it.
that's it,
Yeah.
yeah.
Shit.
Oh, that really gets kind of tight.
So the 2 3s cancel each other out. So take out both the thirds.
So we're looking
The
at
2s
5
cancel
2.
each other out then.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh,
then
okay,
it's
5
4
versus
1
6.
7.
Yeah.
So average 7 1 and 4.
Does that average out to 5?
15.
15
19.
divided by 3.
It's like 4 point something. Oh,
Okay,
I added both
Brigade-
the sevens.
7. So it's like 14 plus
I mean,
1 plus.
Come on, guys.
19 divided by
I
4.
think the win.
I got 4.75.
What about
If you take two both sevens, you get 4.75.
who?
So wait, what's the average of 7 7 1 and 4?
That's 4.75.
4.75. So
4.75.
Brigade has a slight edge on placings.
Ever so slightly, yes.
Okay.
Okay. So
who are we putting higher on the? Who are we putting higher on the PR? Just by estimate, Days or A&D?
We don't know yet. No,
We don't know.
No
See,
way
that's
to
a-
no way to know yet.
okay.
I think that
so,
would break the tie.
It could, but the problem is we need to figure this out so we can rank those guys, because that's the problem.
I'm leaving in those 2 spots.
No, we need to
I'm
rank
thinking-
these. Okay, so
yeah, I don't
Brigade
think
right now
it's-
has a slight thing. So, I mean, if we want more, that we can give it to Brigade because of the slight edge on placings, or we could dig deeper and look at their set counts versus the top 3, and see who has a better set count, who has more game wins.
We're
kind of
getting
thing.
to look at top 4, right?
Okay,
Because it's
so
us and-
so before we go any further, I just want to clarify. Brigade has a slight edge right now. Does his 2 major upsets tilt that back to Zekin, or does it just give him the edge outright?
it can't give him the edge outright though. Not on paper. Not when I hear it on paper.
Anyone
I
else?
I think the edge isn't big enough to cancel. I don't think the edge is big enough
Yeah.
to overcome the upsets. That's why I think
Yeah.
we have to dig deeper.
Okay. No, I'm just double checking so that we don't, waste time digging deeper when we don't have to. If we're in agreement that we need to keep going, then let's keep going.
On a side note, every time we get data on them, the upsets are glaring. I just want to put that out there. So how much deeper and how much longer? Like I say we do go deeper, but it's still there. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Of
eventually,
course.
eventually
Yeah.
it's gonna start becoming more and more of a factor as we get more and more
Yeah.
specific.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying.
Okay, so what else can we delve into?
We have to look at set counts, like the actual 3-2, 2-1, etc.
Games like games won, games lost.
Sorry, game count. Yeah.
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 Whee!
This is a fun process. That's gonna suck.
This is the first time we're going this deep.
Yeah.
We're about to hit the center of the earth.
Okay, so Zekin. Wait, when did Zekin? Okay,
Wait
so
a minute.
Zekin's
Whoa.
What? What?
Brigade beat Tia in winners.
He did.
We're
Yeah, he's
1-1
won
actually.
against-
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Zekin
so like,
Owen against Tia.
so is like that is a major upset, yes, but he's 1-1 in set counts with Tia. Like
Oh, yeah.
I think that kind of justifies that.
Hmm.
I guess
mean,
yeah.
like,
I guess it is.
That-
Puts some ice on
okay.
the burn, yeah.
Good point. Good point. Any
Yeah.
thoughts? I think that's an interesting point.
I think I was too
Uh,
concentrated on the loss to Tia instead of the fact that Brigade does have one. It's even at least,
Yeah.
but there's
I mean,
still
like,
that
it's
loss
still-
there.
It's still an upset, but like that justifies it a little bit
Yeah.
more.
It,
Like,
it
I don't.
definitely kind of cools it a little bit, and it's not like life ending or anything, but it's still bad upset, but
Hmm.
then I mean,
Does
do
that
you want to
mean
take into account that Zekin beat Tia once? He's 1-0. Do you want to take that into account, or
I mean, that is a factor, but I think
Yeah.
when we're viewing Tia in general, we're mainly viewing it as like the upset
upset?
factor.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, wait. Tia's set with Zekin.
That was
It,
two.
it was a 2-0. It should have been a 2-1, but
But
Tia fucked
he
up.
saved
So.
him.
Oh, that's that epic.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, he gave him a chance to counter the fucking ball.
Oh.
Yeah, I know it doesn't matter, Renz. I'm just being salty because he fucked up. He saved him.
Yeah.
He didn't notice that his jump was gone, so
Yeah.
he saved
That's
him.
a top 5 Hawaii hype plays, guys. If we do like some kind of compilation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if
Okay,
Dark M
so-
ever got on that.
Okay, so I'm looking at
So
Smash.
I'm looking at the
Bridge 40
head-to-head set counts.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
Oh, head-to-head set counts? Yeah, go for it.
It was both Manoa monthly. Brigade 2-0'd him, and then in losers, it was game 5.
Zekin
That matters.
3-2'd him. Yep.
Okay, so game-wise, in the head-to-head, Brigade is in favor
Up a game.
heavily. Oh, up a game?
Because it's
One
1-1,
game,
right?
one game.
Yeah, because it was 3-2 Zekin and then 2-0 Brigade, so that comes out to 4-3
4-3.
Brigade.
Yeah, 4-3.
Of course, they're fucking one game apart. Okay.
Well, who's up the game, though?
Brigade.
Brigade.
Brigade's up
Okay, so
slightly.
Brigade's up the game.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking at losers right now, and mainly we wanna. So I just kind of point out the Tia thing, but let's look at their set counts versus like the top 4, the
Sure.
recorded top
Well,
4 right now. So
That
Zekin.
comes down to. Oh, sorry.
Well, I'm
go
just talking
ahead.
like game wise.
Okay. Okay.
So, okay, Zekin.
So this is on player card. This is player card data against the top 4 we're
Yeah.
talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, he's got to look
Okay.
at the actual game count.
So
for those sets.
someone docked this on the Skype, but Zekin lost to
I got
Jaren
it.
3-0. So like yeah,
Wait.
Zekin lost to Darren 3-0.
Alright,
And I'm gonna
so-
look at Brigade's
yeah.
run through here. I don't know if Brigade challenged any.
Oh.
So yeah, this one Brigade didn't challenge any of the top 4 current PR right now. But this is the tournament he lost to Tia. Okay, so next tournament I'm gonna look at the bracket.
Or Manila Monthly's 19.
Yeah.
All monthly 19. All right, so let's look at winners.
Lost to
Okay.
Keishin and winners.
Okay, yeah, Brigade did.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry.
So
that
Zekin
Ignore that.
lost to Korean 3-2, so it took the Korean to game 5 in winners. So that's definitely something to note.
Did he lose to War
Um,
3-2 as well?
He did. I'm pretty sure.
Lost War 3-2 as well.
Okay.
So that's something to dock. And then Brigade's run here. Brigade lost
To
to War 2-0. Okay, going on to the next tournament. Okay, this one is Road to Gamer Expo. No top 4 were in this tournament, so skipping.
Right.
Okay, so Brigade lost to Korean. This is alright. You don't have to dock the tourney, but Brigade lost to Korean 3-0 in winners finals, and then in grands finals, Brigade lost to Korean 3-1.
Okay.
And then that was that. Okay. Next up, Smash.g or Smash GG. Okay. Brigade, where's Brigade? Okay. So this one, Brigade lost to Andy, didn't challenge anyone. Zekken loses to Korean 2-0 in this tournament. And then yeah, that's all for that one. Bracket. This is Manoa Monthly 20. Do we oh, you already did the head-to-head, right? Of game count?
Yeah, because that was
Yes.
4-3 Brigade.
4-3
So he beat
Brigade.
War 2-1.
Huh?
Who beat War?
We're talking about Manoa Monthly's 20, right?
Yeah, you beat War 2-1, but that's like we already know that because it's on your record thing. Your win on 3 essentially.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, put that he beat War 2-1.
So that does
So like
factor
we
into
can
the
we can
game
get an
count.
overall game count. Yeah.
Well, that's what I thought we were doing. We're just doing overall.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. And then Brigade and losers beat Zekken 3-2. And then Zekken challenged King in grands. Yeah. Okay, so next tournament. Smash Series 26. I believe both of them went to this. So Brigade lost to Darren 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
And then Brigade lost to Darren 3-2. And
Yep.
then Zekken didn't go to this tournament. Okay, so that's all the data on
Okay.
the players against top 4.
As
No.
ex-
Okay, so
as
hang on, I'm
expected,
adding them
Brigade
up.
as expected because Brigade was more active. He got beat up a lot more by the top 4, but
I think we should take a percentage then, perhaps. Perhaps. I mean, take it
uh,
with a grain of salt.
Zekken took number 1 to game 5. He took number 3 to game 5, but Brigade beat number 3 after losing to him
Brigade.
previously.
That's
And then
one-
Brigade
Well-
got bopped by
Mm.
Korean twice, 3-0, 3-1.
You got
1-8.
What Zekken?
essentially Zekken only has one more game
9.
on number 1 because Zekken did lose 2-0 to Korean at another
11.
tournament.
He did.
Zekken
That was the 5-minute set.
So
And
Brigade or Zekken only has up 1 game on stuff, but to be fair, Brigade both of Brigade's sets with Korean were 3 out of 5, and Zekken only had 1 2 out of 3, 1 3 out of 5.
Okay, so I got their game totals against their
Zekken
Brigade, yeah.
has no games on Darren, as to where Brigade has 3 games on Darren.
mhm.
I feel overall Brigade's like win count for games is more impressive. It's like Zekken has no wins on 2. He has 2 wins on 1, but then Brigade has 1 win on 1. And then for War, like Brigade obviously just has that set count because he actually beat him in the set.
Which
So
trumps the fact that Zekken even has wins against War, essentially.
So
I mean, we'll say they're even with War because
Okay.
we're already using the fact that he's positive on. Wait. Oh, and then yeah, because then Rush has the. Did Brigade challenge Rush at all this PR period?
I don't believe so.
Nope.
Okay. But then they both have challenged Darren,
Yep.
so I feel like Brigade has the slight edge on the placings. He also has the slight edge on the game counts too.
Yep. I mean, that's what it comes out because Zekken's did the math here. He has 4 total wins against the top 4, 2 against War, 2 against you, 0 against Darren. Brigade has 6 total wins, 2-1. So he had 2 against War when he beat him. Where was I? 1 against Korean and 3 against Darren. So he has a win on everyone, pretty much,
I'd give it
like
to Brigade.
game wise.
What was that, Renz?
I would give it to Brigade if we're counting the games.
The fact that he went 1-1 with Tia makes it a little bit easier to.
Yeah, I feel like that kind of justifies. Like, it's still an upset, but
Yeah.
like he's even with him in sets, like total sets. So
Yeah.
I feel like
Plus-
that's a little bit.
as bad.
Plus, if you want to dive in super deep with that, the upset was 3-2.
Yeah, it was a close
Yeah.
set.
How do we weight his loss against Brigade's loss against Kishin?
Well,
when-
'cause-
Well,
compared to Zekin's losses.
well, that's like just.
Well, we already see the thing is we already agreed that the match because if we didn't agree that the matchup spreads were even, we wouldn't have dug this deep. The fact that you had the win on 3 where he has the win on 4, so your your set win with 3 is more valued than his set win with 4, but that kind of evens out in the sense of upsets because you have like generally more minus points for upsets than he does.
Oh man, this is complicated, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, because like you have, I just feel like the Tia upset, like the Kishin upset is huge. Don't get me wrong, that's a lot of minuses, but I feel like the Tia upset is not as bad because you're even in sets with Tia.
Yep.
Okay.
So I feel like that justifies it more, and then you have the slight edge on placing, a very very slight edge on placings, like
Yeah, very close.
very very. But I definitely feel like you have a dominant like game showing. Out of all the game counts with Zekin against the top 4 and you versus the top 4, I feel like you kind of beat him solidly there.
Okay.
All right.
And I feel like that comes from just being able to beat Darren as to where he hasn't taken a game off of Darren at all.
Okay, so
Brigade.
Brigade for 5th, yes.
Yes.
I agree.
Zekin for 6th, or no?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh god.
Okay.
And then I guess our next one was King, so we'll talk about him for 7, or is
King,
there? even
yeah,
any-
I mean King was briefly in the
King
conversation.
Rush.
King and King is beaten number 4, so.
Okay,
Oh,
at
Rush
this
is
point,
winning, sorry.
at this point, you would have to kind of find someone that has a win on top 5 to
Yeah.
justify them to go up against King, because if not, then King's just gonna lock into 7.
Oh, that would be.
That would.
I think the only person left with a win against top 5, I think, is Fruit Basket. But
No, he's not. Technically,
win on Brigade.
there are
Andy has a win on Brigade.
yeah, there are other people.
Oh
has a
wait, there's
second.
another one. Days, I think.
There are a
Right.
Oh, no,
couple.
it's-
Days has upsets over Brigade as well as.
Oh, and A and B.
And technically, War has dropped games to other people as well. So, I don't know. It's not as clear cut as it looks.
Well,
Okay, so who would compete with King?
Andy.
Yeah.
Andy?
Yeah.
Andy. Okay. I want to just get this out of the way now. Is Sam in the conversation at all? He took
No.
he took a set from War, but doesn't matter. Yes or no?
that's gonna be his only thing, though.
Correct.
But
And
it is a
probably-
win on.
But it is a win on number 3.
It is a win on number 3. I think.
But has he lost?
Do you want to
has-
throw him
but-
in just to see?
No, I just want to get it out of there before we. I'm just trying to address the elephant in the room now before we
Uh-huh.
get too far into it.
Wait, I will tell you guys his record. I have it.
Yes.
Yeah, because I think he's gonna have a lot of bad losses that will knock
That's
him
true,
out.
actually.
No, yeah, that's what I want to get out of the way. Like,
Yeah.
the,
Yeah, I
does
just
he-
don't know. I just don't know his. losses.
how bad is his record such that it might just override that entirely? Which is what
'Cause-
I talked to him about it already, but yeah.
Fortunately
Okay.
for him, amateur doesn't count. So.
Mhm.
Yeah, fortunately for him. Otherwise,
Wait, what? Oh yeah, he beat Strider.
Yes, he did.
yeah. Wait, Shredder's not
So
doesn't have a
I'll tell
chance.
you his. I'll tell you his losses. He lost to Jlex. He lost to Dex. He lost to Dan M. He lost to King. He lost to Brigade, and he lost to TP.
Okay,
Those
so
are just
that's
losses.
so he has
That's-
two upsets not in the conversation and 3 upsets in the conversation, or 3 losses in the conversation.
Yeah, I don't think his win on War, in my opinion, I don't think it justifies him to compete with the other, because like, it's just not as consistent data for like
Right.
the other ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, just getting that out again. Just addressing the elephant in the room, getting that out of the way. Okay, so aside from that, the only other people that have beaten the top 5 are like Days, Fruit Basket, and King, right?
Andy.
And Andy.
Oh, King, of course. Yeah.
Indy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wait,
so
I don't have Daze's info. Hold on. Maybe I
Days,
missed that.
Andy.
Daze's individual card.
Mm-hmm.
Oh snap! He has another name too. Spirit has also lost to Korean, Zero, FS Link, and Ruby.
Rip.
Oh, Ruby.
Oh, I lost
I
to
think it's
Ruby.
about-
Rip.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Thank you, Charles. Yeah, that's too many losses. Too many losses.
Yeah. He's more just is an upset rather than.
I mean, it was a big upset and it got him a lot of points, but he still doesn't have just like Bobby said, he has too much losses against other people that are not in the conversation to be considered.
Mhm.
Like, there's no way that alone, like, you can't just upset one of the top 5 and just be like, oh, I'm gonna be in the PR off the one single
Yeah.
upset.
You-
You also have to have
can't.
consistency to back it up.
You can't just
Yeah.
get one blip on the radar and be in the conversation.
You have to
for top
actually,
10.
not lose and win more as
Well,
well.
yeah, you have to have some
Yeah.
consistency to back up your claim.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, so
Alright.
King, Days, A&D, and is that it? King, Days, A&D.
King, Days, Andy. If you want, we could look at Fruit Basket, but I think he'll be ranked lower. But I think he's definitely in this group of people.
I
just
don't
don't-
know.
I don't think he'll be in 7 though.
Okay, wait. So we said King, Andy, Days, right?
Hmm. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, Fruit Basket is positive against all 3.
Wait, all 3?
Is he?
King has
He's
wins.
tied with Zekin.
Oh,
What?
Wait, I was second. He has a 1 on Brigade. He's 1-0 King, 1-0 Andy, 2-0 Days. Oh wait, that's actually
The hell he won old King? When?
that Cafe GG tournament. He beat him in winners. That's right, I remember that.
What a fucking
was-
badass. Let's
What?
It was
go.
the one where yeah.
Did? Oh my
challenger
yeah.
approaches.
Oh my
Yeah, I
god.
remember that.
Oh,
I remember
okay.
that, 'cause
You guys
it was funny
sleeping-
because
you guys sleeping
he
on
beat
Fruit
King and lost to
Basket?
me.
Are you guys really sleeping on Fruit Basket right now?
Told you.
It's my
Yeah,
bedtime. I'm
fine.
tired.
You're his
I gotta-
crewmate.
I
dude.
gotta
What are you
sleep.
doing?
I was rooting for him. You guys were like, no, not Fruit Basket. I mean, not that I'm
Guys.
biased.
King has a win on Brigade, Zekin, and Rush.
Rush. Yeah.
Well, no, I think King's gonna be the next person, but I think
Yeah.
Fruit Basket needs to be in the discussion after that.
Yeah.
So wait, King is after Zekin for sure? Was that set?
Well, that's
Well,
my-
right now, I'm trying to ask you guys if there's anyone that can contest King's spot for 7 right now. Because right now, King is sitting pretty in 7. Is there anyone or any person out there with the record to compete
don't-
with it?
The thing
No.
is, the remaining people have too many upsets, and King is clean.
I
So-
agree with. Yeah, King's kind of in a league of his own at the moment compared to the other 3. 4, 5, and 6 is a nice resume. It's better.
Yeah.
It's better than all 3 of theirs. Even if he's not positive against all 3 of them. Days, Andy, and Fruit Basket. That is. I think
Okay.
his wins speak for themselves.
And again, he's the most.
And he did win one tournament this period. So.
Yeah, he does have a first place.
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
That's a very big
All right.
deal. Okay, so
that
King locked in a 7.
Oh boy.
Okay, so is it fair to say 7, 8, wait, no, 8, 9, 10? Who are we?
Days, Andy, Fruit Basket.
Days, Andy, Fruit Basket. I think. Wow, that actually rounds it out.
Yeah, so I mean, is there anyone else that can compare to these 3 right now that we're gonna add into the conversation?
No, I don't think
I'm
so.
looking at Snappy. I don't see anything that can.
Snappy, I don't think would have enough wins.
What
Looking at
about
the edges that we-
what about Rave? Rave has beaten
No.
Rave has beaten Days twice, but he's
But that's kinda it.
He's lost to Fruit Basket though.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing. He's lost, or he again is very clean, but he's only has 2 wins on Days.
Okay, so looking at this, I'll say TP no, Click no, Snappy no,
Yes,
And
that is correct.
and then Rave was my only maybe.
Maybe.
Well,
Yeah, we'll take a closer look at him, but
But other than that, it's A&D, Days, and Preston. I think
Fruit Basket,
I
yes.
think
Look, does
that's
have
it.
a win on King. I'm just throwing that out there just for nothing.
Who?
I'm just looking at data right now.
okay.
Who has
Yeah.
a win on King?
Click has a win on King. He also has a win on Days.
Well, I have
See,
Well,
usually
then
it's like
Days and
with
Fruit
that.
Basket, so
Well, with that, it's like okay, you have wins on the guys that are being in the discussion, but usually you have to have wins branching higher than that.
Yeah, like Days, A&D, and Fruit Basket have wins over Brigade, Zekin, King. You know, people
Plus,
above that.
like Click is gonna have a lot of upsets on his record too.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Click has lost to a bunch of people already. He knows that he had some rough losses, and then he got hurt, so he couldn't come out as much. That hurt him a lot too. But I think it's those three. It's just whatever order they're gonna be in, I think.
Yeah.
But Click will probably be honorable mention for sure again.
Are we gonna like focus on who we're gonna put on honorable mention, or is that just gonna be like the leftovers like usual?
Alphabetical order. No, no. I think we gotta. I think we actually have to figure out like who's 8, 9, and 10 because that's gonna matter.
Okay. All right then. So let's do this.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Let's finish this up.
Renz,
so-
you want to
so-
start this one off? I mean, Renz hasn't started any of them off so far.
Oh, okay. Let me open up the data. Sorry.
Yo, you got that S7? You can do the multi-screen, dude.
Got
One on the top part, one on the bottom.
Wait, that seven's not the one that explodes. Or
Sorry. I'm texting one of my boys right now.
Oh my god.
Some-
S7
One of
Note,
his
I
Eva
think.
Beach Boys.
The Note 6.
One of my other beach boys.
Note 6 was the exploding one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, while Renz is
Okay,
checking,
so
I'll be back.
Days, A&D, and King, right?
Correct.
No.
No. Days,
King.
King 7. Fruit Basket.
Days,
and-
A&D, and Fruit Basket.
Right.
Yeah. Days area. Okay.
I don't know.
You just start with one player and start talking about them. One at a time.
Oh, okay. Let's start with A&D then.
Okay.
Let me see. He has a win on Zekin
Brigade.
and King. Oh, and Brigade, yeah.
And 2 wins on. Well, he's 2-2 against Days.
With Days.
1-1 with King.
Does he have any upsets?
Wait, who are we looking at? Preston?
And we're looking
Oh,
at.
A&D has an upset on Tia. Or Tia's upset.
He also lost to 0.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Tia and 0.
He also has a loss to Fruit Basket, which is not a major upset.
Well,
it's just,
that's just in the conversation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I don't think Days has any upsets.
I think he
Besides
does. I think
TP.
he lost to 0 too, didn't he? Or did he beat 0?
No, he beat 0. Click
Yeah,
and
he
I
beat
are
0.
Days only upsets.
Click
lost
and
to
TP,
Rave.
I think it is.
He's lost
He's
to Rave
lost
to-
twice. He lost to Rave twice.
Twice.
Why?
Yes.
He's 0-2 against Rave. I remember that, yes.
He lost him at Manoa and he lost him at Smash Series 26.
And then Fruit Basket's lost to Mariota, 0,
Yeah.
Dan M, Tropical, Click, and Z-Dog Cat.
Oh my god, Preston, you fuck.
We're not biased. What is bias? We don't know what that is. Okay.
So I'm just typing out the highlights. So Andy has a win on 5, 6,
Days has a
7.
major upset against FS Link because FS Link is not in the conversation. Oh no, he beat him. Never mind.
Yeah, Days beat him.
Okay, so he has a loss to Zekin. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought it was.
Yeah,
So
no,
Fruit
no.
Basket has a win on Brigade and Zekin and King.
Yeah, he has a win on 5, 6, 7, but he has a lot of big upsets. So I don't think he'll be 8 or 9. I think if anything, he'll round out at 10th.
The interesting thing about Fruit Basket is that he's got good wins, and he's also wins the head-to-head against both of them. But he has so many upsets.
Yeah,
Like-
and I think
Okay.
I think that all just kind of like just keeps him in the 10th spot, but it's not going to push
Yeah.
him any higher. And it's
Is
not.
Yeah,
Days' only top win is on Brigade.
Yeah. Other than that, he's 2-2 A&D.
Yeah.
I mean,
2-2 and D. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think he
Yeah.
split Brigade too, right? He's lost to Brigade a couple times.
no. Days has beaten Brigade once.
Yes,
they only
once.
played once.
Only once. Okay. Oh,
well,
yeah, that's right. Days and A&D played at Smash Series and A&D won. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I would do it to A&D. Just based on the wins.
Yeah, I agree.
Who has A&D lost to besides Tia?
He has lost to 0.
0.
Oh, 0, yeah, sorry.
Oh god, that's not as bad though. I think.
I think 0's a minor, yeah.
No, he's not a minor, but he's. It's one of those things where it's like
Not really major, right?
that one upset doesn't, I think, put Days over him. You know what I mean? Because Days hasn't really.
Okay, yeah,
I don't think Days has accomplished as much as A&D in spite of that.
right.
Like he's
And
only
again, usually when we're
being
here.
Well,
Skill,
you have to
go.
think Days has like an upset with Raven, and I feel like
yeah.
like that's like the same scale as Zero, but Days is like 0-2 against Raven,
Yeah,
Yeah.
which
not
is
one.
I
like,
think-
amplifies it.
I do think A&D is the stronger of the three. Because again, in this area, they all have upsets. It
Mhm.
just comes down to like the stronger win record, and A&D seems to have a bit of a better resume than the other two.
Yeah, A&D is just like he's less prone to like huge upsets. I feel like while the
Mhm.
other two have had their share of like WTF,
Well, Tia's-
some WTF.
Tia's a
upsets.
major upset.
Yeah,
For the sake of this
Definitely.
argument, yes.
yeah.
But I mean,
I think-
I do agree. I do think overall it's about the same, but I think Andy does have that edge.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
A&D has wins over Brigade, Zekken, and King. So
And he's positive on Zekken.
boom.
Well, Fruit Basket also has wins on those three. So I put it on the Skype chat. Andy has wins on 5, 6, 7. Fruit Basket has wins on 5, 6, 7, and Days only has a win on 5.
And Fruit Basket just has more upsets.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has.
So-
what was it? 5.
So definitely out of the three, I think A&D is the best out of the three.
So A&D would probably be 8th.
Eighth, yes.
Yeah.
So between the two, is Fruit Basket above Days because of the 5, 6,
This
7?
is gonna be another close one because
Hey, what
he's
do
got
you
a
guys
better
think?
wins,
What do you guys think?
but he has so many losses.
And does anyone challenge Days for the 10th spot or the 9th? If Days is 10, does anyone challenge him
Yeah.
now? Looking
Well,
at it
yeah.
that way.
Let's rank 9 and 10, and then we'll get to that.
Okay.
A side note, Daisies looks pretty clean as player card with wins. I'm just saying.
Mhm.
He's got
His upsets are with the guys who are going to be in the honorable mention section mostly, or actually entirely.
Yeah, but it's like Fruit Basket has the 5, 6, 7 that
Yeah,
Andrew had.
Yeah, it's
That's-
this is like a repeat of Brigade and Zekken, because it's like Fruit Basket got like what 4 or 5 pretty
But yeah,
not so good upsets.
and then there's the ups. Yeah, there's the major upsets, but the similar wins. So
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like you have different factors canceling each other out.
Okay.
and then it's-
Who has a more positive percentage against the rest of the PR? Because we have 1 through 9 set, right?
Mhm,
So
mhm.
who
or 1 through 8.
1 through
Oh.
8.
Okay, 1 through 8 is set. So essentially, who has the stronger record against 1 through 8? Like
Fruit-
percentage-wise, like like
Fruit
this guy's
Basket.
positive.
Yeah, he's 2 and
Fruit
oh
Basket.
wait, hang on.
I would say Fruit Basket.
2, 3, 4. He's got 4 wins in top 8 or top 8.
No, I'm not talking about wins. I'm talking about like set ratios. You're positive.
Okay.
Three
So,
and 8,
well, okay, so he's got 4 wins. I'll have to count up the losses then.
6.
Well, okay, so in terms of like who he wins, he is 1-0
Three,
King, 1-0 Anti, even with Zekken, and then loses to everyone else in the top 8 who he's played against.
Days on the other hand has like he's 0-3 to Zekken. He's 2-2 with Andy.
Yeah,
Oh,
right now
so
Days
two.
is literally
Yeah, Preston's 4
positive
and
on
8.
one guy, and he's
And
tied
even
for
with someone
guy.
else. Yeah.
And he's tied or
But it-
losing to everyone else.
And then wait, so what is Fruit Basket's one? How many positive
4 and
ties?
8.
He has 2 positives against King and Andy, so that's 7-8. And then he's even with Zekken's what, 6?
Yeah, he's even with Zekken, 1 and 1.
And then he's got to win on 5. Other than that, he loses everything else.
Okay, so yeah,
I think Fruit Basket wins here.
Yeah, I think his win ratio is just more appealing.
I think the head-to-head makes it
Yeah.
even bigger.
Yeah, he's got the head-to-head.
And then
he's
on
got
top
the-
of that, he has the head.
he has the head-to-head against Days too.
2-0.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
fucking,
2-0.
fucking rip.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Fruit Basket, you got it. Okay. I like Fruit Basket for 9.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
agree.
Good job, Preston.
Alright.
Yeah, he had a really good showing. Just looking at all the data, he
You
had
kinda-
a season.
Now stop losing the big upsets, and you'll be even higher next time.
I'm very impressed. Like he did have a lot of upsets, but to be fair, he did show to a lot of tournaments. Like him and Days went to a lot.
Yeah.
I think Days kind of like kind of edged out of the middle of the pack as to where Fruit Basket would spike up and down. Probably like,
Definitely,
Fruit Basket is like
yeah.
a top 8 snowing here, but then he spikes down to like gets
But,
upset by this guy.
Fruit Basket's highs is just better. He has higher highs than Days, and he
Like
has
Days
like a
had the one. Actually, that really surprises me. Days is one time getting that second place, and he only has that.
That's right. The one time that they played in that one tournament where they got second and third respectively. I remember that. Now.
Yeah. That actually shocks me that he only has this.
Okay.
The Days only has this resume out of that. Huh.
Okay, so wrapping it up, is there anyone that challenges Days for 10th?
Not even
No,
close,
I
think.
kind
don't
of
think
looked over the other options. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
anyone else has a resume that's good enough to even
No.
debate.
No, and I think a lot of the people would benefit from Days and Fruit Basket and A&D being in the top 10, so it shouldn't matter.
Okay. All right, so honorable mentions. How many honorable mentions should we do this period? 3?
Oh,
2 or 3, 4? What do you
well, if we
think?
do 4, then we're just gonna throw everyone in.
I know.
We
Yeah,
do,
that's
like,
everything else.
14 people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who do you think deserves honorable mention this period?
Okay, well, let's open up all 4.
Let's see. Snap.
So what's the criteria going to be for honorable mention then?
People that were kind of like on the bubble, but like weren't like really able to get
But like,
to
do
the
you
10th spot.
want to like
I think
say?
Ian is.
Do you want to say like because they got wins or just because they were solid?
Spirit for honorable mention.
Oh shit, that would actually
No,
No.
put me into them, man. Dude, no.
Honorable mention Renz for being on
get
the
a
panel.
line
Let's
of
go.
people like
Yo, yeah.
I'm upset.
Put me for being
I
on the
would say Ian is a lock for honorable
I think
mention. Click.
Yes.
I think.
Oh wait! Before we go on, I do like Days. I want him to be 10 on the PR, but I think I might have found a case.
For Click, right?
Okay.
No, for Superman Ninja.
Oh,
Oh
what?
yeah.
Oh God, no.
Wait, did he really?
What
I'm
did he?
tired of Dennis going to fucking amateur tourneys.
Oh, you're gonna put him on so he can't go.
Put him on the 10 just to keep him
Oh
off the
my!
amateur
Speaking of
tournament.
honorable mention, HMs aren't supposed to be able to go, right? Well, I guess Click went anyway, so whatever. But
No, let's put Dennis on 10.
Wait,
Can
let
we
me
just
look
extend
up
the
his
PR to
data.
11?
Oh, let me look up his data. He might actually have an art.
Come
He
on,
went to-
man.
my-
Just give Days the 10th spot.
well, okay, right here, according to this, he's 4-4, so he's only got 4 wins and 4 losses.
All right,
I know one of
Superman
those.
Ninja has a win on
No.
Rush. He has a win
No.
on Brigade. He
Wait,
has a
he
win
beat
on
Rush?
A&T. He also has a win.
Oh no.
He has a win on
This is
4.
for Superman?
Yeah.
Wait, why isn't he?
Wait,
has
where'd
a
all these
win
wins come from?
He has a win on-
7? Was he?
Why was
He has
this
a
never
seven, Aaron.
documented?
He has a win on Darren.
Wait,
I don't
what?
believe this. This is bullshit.
Bullshit.
No, that's
No,
bullshit.
wait, no,
No, he
no,
didn't beat
wait.
Darren this
He only
season.
showed up
This
like
is
2 or 3 times.
Charles.
He lost to Days. I know he lost to Days.
Guys, I'm looking at the skill keeper. Okay.
Oh, why don't you
Delete-
leak it?
Oh my
Link it
god. I
then.
hate
Show us
this.
a fucking.
Oh my
Fine.
god,
man.
fucking
Fine.
trolled.
I hate
Okay.
you.
Dennis
Bullshit.
Troll Rian in the house.
can continue collecting his fucking retirement funds.
We love you, Dennis. Come out to regular
Hate
tournaments.
Dennis.
Come out to regular
The fuck?
tournaments. Okay, fine. Renz hates Dennis. Okay.
Friends.
So click
4 out of
Click-
5 people love you.
So,
for sure an honorable mention. I agree.
Wait, guys.
can we give Tia an honorable mention?
Well, I mean, we could, but then
The guy, he went to one tournament.
But he was the little Wii Fit that could.
I know he was. I know.
It
we wanna
was cool.
but-
It was so cool to watch. Even
I
though
know.
even though his Wii Fit was clearly like inexperienced and
If
not
anything-
not technically perfect, but he had so much
Wait a minute.
potential. He had so much
Tia,
potential.
if you think about it, Tia has what are his upsets?
He doesn't qualify.
He hasn't qualified. He only has one
He
turn.
only has one
No,
tournament.
like what people did he upset? Like he has a win
Rush
on
Brigade,
Yeah, he upset
A&D.
Rush Brigade, A&D,
And Rush, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are his 3
dude.
wins.
The automatic.
automatic.
I feel
Well,
like that.
Yeah,
I
like-
want discretion though. I'm okay with him being honorable mention, but if we're doing like a limit of people, because he only went to one tournament, I feel like that shouldn't affect the limit of people we put on the honorable
right.
mention.
No, yeah, I'm just gonna tag him on as just like a.
Okay,
add-on.
okay, yeah, that I'm completely fine with that.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So Tia's like a side order right now, just like throwing it in.
Pretty
there.
much.
Yeah.
What? I guess. The
Well, I mean, he's still like kicked ass.
Well,
at that
well,
tournament.
I mean, no. TP just wants to make sure that he's not taking up an actual slot because he didn't do the minimum tournament requirement.
Oh, okay.
Minimum tournament requirement.
Even though he kicked more ass than like most of the other players.
Yeah, if we really ranked him, he'd probably be like 4th or 5th. I don't know.
No, he wouldn't be 4th or 5th.
Whoa.
Maybe 6th. Maybe, or
Pump
wait, no,
your
2nd.
brakes, dog.
Yeah, he would have been on the PR.
Oh wait, no, sorry. 2nd is 6th. Sorry,
He would
I
have
had
been on the
it.
PR, but he wouldn't have. I don't know how high he would have gotten, but he would have been
Yeah.
there. He would have been up there.
I thought 2nd was 5 for whatever reason. My bad.
Okay, so
He only needed one more tournament.
Yeah, then he actually would have guaranteed been on.
I mean, to be fair though, like he could have entered and people could have like started figuring out the Wii Fit. I feel like a lot of people lost.
I figured
because
it
of
out that
inexperience.
tournament. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I
It
did
was
lose,
sucks that Preston and I have a
but-
friend chef who plays Wii Fit, so we knew that matchup, but we didn't get a chance to play him. That we were so salty about that.
Yeah, he didn't get to play the Olimar, dude. Don't give him the credit yet.
okay, so
You're
So other honorable mention possibilities are Snappy, Rave, and I guess TP. Do any?
Not Zero?
Oh yeah,
never mind.
no Zero's
Well-
kind of. I mean, he
He has wins, but I mean, his upsets, because he's definitely is gonna have a lot of losses.
Zero
so.
Zero hasn't beaten anyone in the top 10 though, has he? Aside from
He beat Fruit Basket, and that I think that would be it.
Maybe he has
Oh, yeah,
a
Andy
win
Fruit
on Days. He has a win on Fruit Basket.
That's it. That's all I
and
got.
that's
Yeah.
it. And
Though I am
then-
positive on Fruit Basket.
then
Oh,
let's
I know. I
see
guess
here.
I think
if you
Zero's
wanna
positive
count
on
it, I have a
Fruit
win
Basket
on
too.
Click. Does that mean anything?
No,
No.
I think we're just looking at PR. So
Okay, okay.
And Rave has a win on Days and a win on. That's it.
Yes, 2 wins on Days.
Shit.
Mm,
So he had 2 wins on 10.
Hmm.
And then Snappy has no wins against top 10.
Yeah, this was not Snappy's period.
He just
So,
he only
like,
played 2 tournaments.
how much people are we excluding? Like, I don't. How much people are we putting on honorable mention?
How many have we done in the past?
We usually average like three max 4, but usually.
And Tia's
3.
not counting towards this, so we technically only have the 1 at the moment. Technically.
But I mean, if there's nobody else that's worthy, we can just cut it there and just leave it at that.
So
Well, if
who
you're
do we
only
have
I
so
think
far?
Zero. I think Zero has a case.
We have Click and Tia.
Well, if
Yeah.
you're only looking at wins,
Yeah, let's talk about
Um,
Zero and Dan M. Maybe I don't know. I don't
yeah,
know
if we're
how.
only
okay.
looking at wins, Snappy has none. So by virtue of wins against PR, we can't put Snappy on.
Zero has a win on A&D and Fruit Basket.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Snappy has no wins. Raven has 2 wins,
2 wins
on
on
Days.
Days.
And that's it. I mean, because honestly, the honorable mentions are only for if it's like, kind of close-ish, where it's like maybe they could have snuck onto the PR if like one, if one thing went the other way or whatever. But if it's not even close, then we don't have to count them as,
Yeah,
honorable
I
mention.
mean,
Yeah, I'm okay with having these two.
I'm okay with this too.
yeah,
What do you guys think?
I would. I'm looking at myself real quick here, just because I got the win on Days and Fruit Basket, so I don't know if that is enough.
But
Oh.
Zero has.
But Zero
Those
has
wins
A&D and Fruit
And-
Basket.
Yeah,
that's
zero,
what-
zero, zero has
So
a
that's
better.
actually better.
has
Yeah,
deserve
okay,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
So if I get
Doesn't
on, then
deserve
Zero
it.
should also get on. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
The
I'm
difference.
it's just unfortunate this month because there was so little data. The top 10 were just a lot more clean cut, so it wasn't quite as debatable on the bubble. So there just aren't as many honorable mentions, I think. But I think that's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so reading
Yeah,
off
yeah.
reading off the top 10. First is Korean, second Dren, third War, fourth Rush, fifth Brigade, sixth Zekin, seventh King, eighth A&D, ninth Fruit Basket, who has not been on the PR for a long time, and then 10th.
Yeah.
And 10th is Days. Congrats to Days for his first appearance on the PR. Barely making it in, but still, 10 is 10th. So very nice. And honorable mentions to Click and to the little Wii Fit that could, Tia.
Mm-hmm.
We wish we had seen more of you. It would have been fun, for sure.
That's true. Yeah, I wish we'd seen more.
Yeah, would have been fun to
You
watch.
had to go back, man.
Yeah, you had to go back to the motherland of Japan.
Probably because. Oh, he went back to Japan. I didn't know
School.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he has school.
Oh, I did not know that.
I'll definitely
I thought it was
I'll definitely
Assassin's
tag him
Creed.
in the PR though, because I know his his Twitter now. So.
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, I'll do the adjustments to see who went up, who went down, who's new. I'll post it on Facebook. I'll post it on Twitter. I'll get on making an image as well for our Facebook cover and stuff like that. Are there any other questions or points that people want to bring up before we conclude?
Good shit to
King
everyone that
is a
came out.
scrub.
Can we put that on the PR?
Yeah,
What?
sure. Why not?
Put
No,
one on the
quote from Renz.
King is
I
a
really,
scrub.
In like
Fen,
nice.
if Fens is out there,
Fens. Oh,
I
Yo,
really
Fens should
want
be on
Fens to
honorable
show. I
mention.
really want Fens to show up more, not to just amateur tournaments, but to like other tournaments. So possibly Fens could get
Fens
on
is
the PR.
working
I
on
really,
it. He's
I really
working
like
on it.
Luigi.
Mm,
Yeah, we're working on it. Don't worry.
mm.
Okay, so this will be the seeding that will directly affect a lot of the seeding for the 2 majors coming up for us. Just putting that out there. So. Okay, so I think that is it. If that is all, good job everyone. Thanks for filling in, Sean, John, and Renz Lorenzo.
Young Goose.
Yeah, Young Goose. Really appreciate it. And TP and Charles, as always, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay, so if that is all, then we will cut it here. Good night, everybody, and we'll see you next.
Let's
panel.
kiss.
Peace.
All right, shoot.
Shoots.